Hey guys! So at Your Badass Therapy Practice, we have grown so much over the years, and I keep getting tons and tons of requests for one-on-one coaching, which that's really how I got started. But then as I started dedicating more and more time to my group coaching packages, my masterminds, and of course my program, I wasn't able to do the kind of one-on-one coaching that I wanted to do. So then, randomly out of the blue, one of my own students who is just kicking total ass in private practice reached out to me and said, "Hey Laura, I'd really like to get started doing some coaching. Can you help me?" Well, what do you think happened in my brain? I decided to steal her right up. So today, I want to introduce you to our newest coach at Your Badass Therapy Practice, Jessica Armitage.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica, and I am a private practice owner outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I love all this shit when it comes to business. And so I was so excited whenever I reached out to Laura and she came up with this brilliant idea to start coaching for Your Badass Therapy Practice. So here I am, finally conversing with Laura and getting this shit started.
All right, Jessica, so you know people are gonna wanna know about you. So
Yeah,
can you
sure.
tell them, like, how did you get started? To talk about your private practice journey.
Sure. So about 8 years ago, I decided to start counseling. And of course, like most of us, went into community mental health. And so this lovely job brought me into seeing 16 people a day.
Only 16 for
Only
community mental health? Wow.
Yeah. And so after that, I found myself burned out like many of us do. And so I decided, what better way than to become my own boss?
Hell yeah.
So I knew I was meant to become my own boss. So I started my private practice 2 years ago. So after taking Laura's course, my private practice boomed, and I have been full since September of last year. So I'm just rocking it at this A game.
You are totally killing it.
Yeah.
So who do you love working with?
So I love working with young adult women who are struggling with bitchy Brenda.
Oh, God, I hate that.
And as well as perfectionism and anxiety.
I don't know anything about those two things.
Not me either.
So what led you to want to become a coach for other therapists?
That's a great question, Laura. So I decided to become a business coach because I was so sick of seeing all these really shitty websites. And so that's kind of what I was like, yeah, I have got to help these other therapists out because I love website shit and copy.
You know, that's actually why I created that Psychology Today course. I was like, I want to rid the world of terrible Psychology Today profiles. So it sounds like you feel the same way just about websites.
Absolutely. And another reason was because after finding my own freedom when it came to private practice, I really want other therapists to also experience the same success.
That's awesome. So what would you say are your superpowers, the things that you are so good at helping other therapists with?
Well, obviously website shit and writing copy for their website. I would also say in some ways mindset, but it's more so focusing on eliminating bitchy Brenda.
Yeah. Y'all, bitchy Brenda is that voice in your head that says you're never going to make it, you don't know what you're doing. Imposter syndrome is a part of that, but bitchy Brenda in my mind is like always on our shoulder just telling us that we're never going to make it. So I think what I'm hearing Jessica say is that bitchy Brenda sucks, but she's going to help you get through her.
Absolutely.
Punch her right in the face. So what else? What else do you love helping therapists with?
Systems. So I'm a type A, and I like things to run like a well-oiled machine. And so in order to do that, we have to have systems put into place because I want therapists to be able to focus on being able to have time to run their business, not be overwhelmed with all the shit that comes with it.
And this is what happens. Therapists in the beginning especially, they just don't know, right? They don't know how important systems are. So they end up just making do with what they have. And then of course their caseloads grow.
Yeah.
But then without systems in place, they're like, oh my God, what's happening? And then they get overwhelmed, they get burned out, and their practice starts to fail. So I love systems. I'm kind of a systems whore.
Exactly. And that's where I found myself at the beginning, was I didn't have these systems into place. And so I was always constantly thinking about, well, I got to get this shit done and that shit done. And because of that, I was allowing my practice to run me instead of running my practice.
Yeah, it feels so good. It's like a huge weight is lifted off when you start to automate your business and things just start running like a well-oiled machine, like you said.
Definitely.
So how would you describe your coaching style so that anyone who's watching can decide if maybe you would be a good fit for them?
So I'm very informal. I use a lot of humor, and of course I cuss a little. And
A lot.
and I would say that I'm great at supporting you, but I am going to kick your ass.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what really drew me to you, because when Jessica first reached out to me and she said, I really want to get into coaching other therapists, will you help me? I thought to myself, she has a badass website. Her practice is amazing. She's so successful, such a great model. And the whole like down to earth, just telling it like it is, I thought that she would make a perfect coach for your badass therapy practice. So we're so happy to have you join us.
I'm happy to be here.
So I hope you've enjoyed getting a chance to learn about our very first coach here at your badass therapy practice. If you're interested in getting started with Jessica, just scroll down and learn a little bit more about her story, and you can schedule your free 30-minute meet and greet online with her. And also, I just want you to know that when you're working with Jessica, you're also working directly with me. We chat all the time about her coaching clients, and I will definitely have my hand in it. But I also really trust Jessica, and I know that she's going to do such a great job, and everything that she teaches is perfectly in line with what we teach at your badass therapy practice. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to click subscribe and visit us at yourbadasstherapypractice.com. I have a free 4-part video e-course on taking your Psychology Today profile from bad to badass. Can't wait to have you join us.